Okay, cup of tea Aussie style when you're camping. This is a little burner arrangement. I'll call it a cooktop burner, which is hooked up to a butane can that hangs off the side of my fold-out table. And I'm here camping up in Chokum Flats, which is just shy of Castlemaine, and it's all pretty nice. So anyway, yeah, it's a bit of a routine to do this, but let's go through it. As I said, Aussie style camping. So we turn the gas on, bit of a flick. We can hear that the flame is ignited, and we come over here, and while we're waiting, we have a very quick look at the van because it's fun and I like it, and I built it. It's been a bit of a hobby for a while now. Yeah, there we go, little Black Star amp, a book, computer, supplies, medical, fire extinguisher, tent, lighting, a Sirocco fan, which they're really cool. They're worth buying if you're going to have a camper van experience. Yeah, even got DVDs from the library. A hat, a brush. The brush is there because the ground's a bit dirty. I give the mat a bit of a wipe. And now, there's a little water bottle that I fill up rather than going to the big bottles all the time. There's the tea bags and also a container of powdered milk, which is pretty handy when you go away camping. There's the battery box. There's a radio getting charged. Over here we have a MP3 player being charged. There's the inverter, solar regulator, and yeah, and there's a Bluetooth speaker. And there's all the dirty jocks and socks. There's a guitar, fold-out chair. The blue tub has food in it. Brass Monkey fridge, 25 litre, just new and working well. Up here I've made like a top console for the tarp above here that I've made, which is just a Bunnings tarp, and some Aldi tent poles. Purchased a bit of rope and some tent pegs, and yeah, there's your awning. Poor man's awning, and it's not that good for UV, I've discovered. So I do have a better quality tarp that I do use. This is the outside wash-up type of toilet room. Although I've discovered that if you leave stuff in there for too long, if you know what I mean, yeah, you're going to have a shitload of flies. And this section here in the console is, as I said, is another tarp. This is a thicker, heavier duty tarp. And what that does is that wraps around just here where my finger is. I put a tent pole into there. I put a tent pole into here. And what it does is it's like a little annex, and it wraps around, and I attach it down the bottom near the wheel, and I attach it up the top roof rack. We've got air vents. We've got a product called Core Flute, which is like a little extra bit of shade on the roof racks. The solar panel goes under the roof racks, and actually when I'm in town back in Melbourne, I can get into an underground car park. And the whole Toyota with the Mohawk skull on the side. Where I am, there's a taxi business not that far, and I found a sticker, licensed to carry 4 passengers, so I'm legal. Maybe. And yeah, so and I've even got a little bit extra here with other little brackets for a smaller 30 watt solar panel, which is hang on, I'm just swapping hands. Hopefully I haven't turned the video off. I'll just open this up, and yeah, I move all the bedding and stuff into the front during the day to give me more room. And what I'll do is, bear with me, if I flick this here, you can see behind the driver's seat we have additional little AGM batteries, 7.5 hour times 2, and they run lighting and fans. There's a little security box. Then we've got pouches at the back, another Bluetooth speaker. Through here, all the rubbish lives there until I go into town and dispose of it thoughtfully and correctly. Now if we come back round here, we can see that the yeah, this is boiling, so let's turn this off. Turn that the wrong way, as you can see. Now, we grab my favourite tool, which I got doing a So I bought an airless sprayer years ago, and I sold the sprayer, but I kept the tool just because it's so cool. And yeah, being a stainless steel container, you don't want to grab it with your hand. We lift the top off, we whack the tea bag in, and to keep it warm, these are grouse. Yeah, they boil quicker because they've got a little top on them. And then we come back over here, we grab the powdered milk, skim milk in this case. Probably can't see it too well, but there you go. And we get the bag out, open it up while the tea's brewing a little. It's nice and fresh, this batch. I've just changed it over when I came away. Over here we got type of what I call just my little hands-on pack. And yeah, we've once again, more cans and what have you. And there's more cans in here. This is clothing. And I've got a bag next to the fridge with more clothing, and dirty stuff just ends up in the corner, and that's fine. Up here we've got lights, reading glasses, torch, although there's overhead lighting as well in a couple of spots. And here is another, this is a jug element, which you can plug into the battery box if you don't want to get out of bed and have a cuppa. And I think I'm just about to lose this, so anyway, look, I think you've all seen someone put powdered milk into a teacup before, so we won't do that. But basically, oh well, I think the battery's going to die before I finish this, but I'm going to try. Give the tea bag a squeeze. I find that if I put the powdered milk in while the tea bag's still in, it tends to clump. So now I've grabbed a bit of powdered milk, swish it around, spill a bit of it, put the lid back on the powdered milk so it doesn't dry out. And if this was a really cold day, I might put the top back on there just while I'm getting organised. And here we go, that's camping Aussie style. And well, a cup of tea while you're camping Aussie style. There's the rubbish, stubbies, bags are pegged up, rubbish bags are pegged up to keep the flies away. There's not much else to say. That's the kitchen gallery in there. All my stuff that I need is all in here. And there's fry pans, there's a little grill thing for toast and what have you. And there's always an evil clown looking over your back, so be careful. Alright gang, one last look at the mighty Toyota, which is a 1986 model and still going pretty cool. So yes, cup of tea while you're camping, Aussie style.